up guys, it's Lady Calysta today with another video on Iron Throne. Now this video is sponsored by Netmarble, so let's jump right in. So quick update on kind of what I've been doing, where I am. So right now, and by the end of the video, you'll see I'll be around level 21. I'm trying to build this account very differently from the accounts that I built in the past because I am thinking of making it more of a trap account versus kind of the larger accounts that I tend to build. So I can have a lot more fun trapping and doing things that are a little bit different than you're kind of used to seeing from me. But what I'm going to focus on in this particular video is going to be all around the town mode, and I want to show you guys why town mode is so important. I have seen some comments on some of my other Iron Throne videos kind of asking this question, and I think some people have just kind of been not focusing on this or skipping it in favor of kind of like progressing their land or doing a lot of fighting, which is awesome. You should definitely focus on that. But town mode is really important because you're going to be able to do a couple of really key things here. You're going to be able to get a lot of cool gear, but also something that's super important, you're going to be able to unlock specific heroes. So this is a hero that you get by unlocking a season 1 kind of epic quest line. So when you go into town mode, if you look on your upper left hand side, you're going to notice I do have a kind of epic quest. It's in orange. It's called Betrayer Revealed, and that's season 1, right? So I basically have to go through that whole quest line to then be able to unlock the archer base hero that I just showed you guys a little while ago. Now underneath that, you're going to notice that I also have daily quests that I can do, and on the top left hand corner you'll see that there are daily rewards that you can get, and they come in the form of really good buffs. When it comes to your infantry or cavalry, you have the opportunity to kind of update that. I'm showing you guys here the kind of buffs that you can get, right? So you can see my infantry attack buffs. You're able to activate all of them. You're also able to switch some of them out as you're kind of working towards them. So it's really important to make sure that you're doing this on a daily basis because you're able to unlock those special heroes, and also because you're able to get those daily quests. They are already going to give you a ton of different things that are super important. I will say I was stuck when I was doing, when I was kind of focusing on town mode here. I was stuck in, I think it was updating my prison because I didn't have enough gold to buy like the certain prison pieces that I needed to be able to get to level 19, so then I can get my main castle up to level 20. And I just started doing town mode, got like super focused on it, and I was able to kind of farm my gold that way, which was really helpful. So you're going to notice as you're trading in different quests, they are giving you, 300 pieces of gold or 1,000 pieces of gold, which is super helpful when you're thinking about some of the key things that you need to do to progress in the game. So it does give you those opportunities and those options to do that, so you can kind of keep moving. Now what I'm showing you guys here are some of the cutscenes. I have to say, every time I'm playing town mode, I feel like I am like in another game completely, because it's so different in terms of what you're doing and the kind of the way that the game works. You have kind of your list of quests. There's going to be cutscenes with really cool dialogue, so you can kind of follow the story along. And then the things that they ask you to do after that have to do with the story, right? So if like the undead are invading, you're going to basically then fight zombies. This I thought was a really cool cinematic. I wanted to show you guys because this is the kind of cinematic that really makes me appreciate this game. It is very on par with what you would expect in those like really big PC games. And you guys know I do a lot of mobile gaming, I do a lot of PC gaming, and this is definitely on par with PC gaming in terms of like the graphics, the storyline. It runs really smoothly, and they really took the time, and it's kind of surprising because watching this, you would think that this is the game, right? Because it already has like kind of so much going on, but this is something that you're doing kind of in conjunction with a bunch of other things. Now this storyline that I'm showing you guys here, this is all part of that initial season 1 epic quest line that I'm working on to be able to unlock the special hero. And that special hero, as I mentioned before, is kind of an archery based hero. Now and you can see there the staff, as I'm working through the different mini quests within that one big epic quest, I'm also able to get some really cool equipment. And you'll notice that as the game kind of moves on, that it's not just unlocking heroes and getting resources and getting gold. I mean, already that's like a lot, but there's also that piece where you're also going to be able to get really cool equipment that you can use, and the equipment will vary, right, as you're kind of moving through all the different town modes in terms of what it will actually do. Now, this is a really cool cutscene. This is where we get to see our hero that we're kind of fighting to get, and I love how they introduced her. Like, she gets her whole little kind of intro. You can see she's totally just like tough, and she's awesome. Love that she kind of like swoops in on her horse. And that's basically where right now they're calling her the Strange Warrior, right? And it says like, help the Strange Warrior, and the way that you're gonna help her is by helping to attack some of those enemies. But again, as I mentioned before, it is a legitimate story. They are taking you through the storyline. The cutscenes help to amplify the story in a really deep and meaningful way. So you know that something special is about to happen based on that. They also let you have dialogues. You can see Freydis Iverson is the name of the new hero, and she's having a conversation with the protagonist, which is the person that you're playing. Her name is Lauren, throughout the story. And you can kind of see them like talking and figuring out how they're going to work together, which I think is really cool because it helps the story progress in a really meaningful way. And it's not like you feel like you're grinding, you know, I'm grinding to get this hero and the hero just randomly pops in out of nowhere. Like, they actually integrated all the heroes really well into the main storyline. And here you can see when you actually acquire her, it says she's pledged her allegiance to you. You can click OK, and then she basically becomes part of your crew. And she's somebody that you can then use for different battles. They also have really cool voice acting. Well, they're like they'll actually, each of the heroes will speak in the beginning. What I'm doing here is I'm going to basically select her. She's obviously level 1 because she's new to my squad. So I'm using some of my XP packets that I have to make sure that I can level her up a bit. I'm going to also be using her a lot in like monster hunting and different things, so I can make sure that I keep upgrading her. She's probably going to be like obviously my top 3, right? Like, I want to make sure I have a really strong infantry, cavalry, and ranged hero. Just thinking about where I'm going to be taking my account moving forward. I'm also showing you guys, you can see Rand's equipment is basically what I was getting in season 1, right? Like, those were the big drops, and you'll see that there's like different pieces of Rand's equipment throughout. This is his robe, and it gives pretty good hero stat boosts, right? So it's good stuff. So you want to make sure that you're doing your town quest. And as I mentioned before, it was such a neat surprise that I was able to progress my castle totally based on all the gold that I was getting doing my town quest. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is this is Lauren. You're able to acquire her when you finish your season 2 timeline for town mode. So definitely going to be working on that next. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to have a couple of videos coming up. I'm going to be focusing on all the different types of battles that are present in the game, and then I'll show you guys, some interesting stuff that I'm doing with my account and kind of where I am at the moment. And as usual, thank you so much for watching.